Hi everybody. Um, Today I'm going to talk about start prepping now. How do you do this? I mean, it's kind of, for some of us here, it's kind of late in the game. Or are you feeling that it's late in the game? I want you to remember that even though you probably haven't gotten a lot of food, there's still a lot of food out there. Now, I know that you know how to prep your home for your daily needs, and you probably go shopping once a week, maybe twice a month, or maybe some people go out there. And I used to shop every month because when I was in the military, I used to shop in every 30 days because many years ago, that's how we got our paychecks every 30 days. So and I had to govern all of my cash in a certain way. Now, you there's still food out there. And even though they're talking about right now, there are going to be food shortages, okay? And there are food shortages that we're going to have to deal with out here. There are stores closing. I'm not here to scare you, I'm here to help you to prep yourself. I want you to understand that we are in dire circumstances and that we need to do something now. This September is National Preparedness Month, and we have to have that mindset of being prepared. Now, there's a number of people out here. I'm going to put some of their links in the description box. But there's a number of people out here who have made really good videos for those of us who really are struggling to figure out how to create a prepper pantry, for those of us who are struggling to figure out what it is that we need to do in order to secure some food in our home. Okay, so the food that I've seen as I go out to the stores are kind of, you can say, it's kind of sparse out there. But that doesn't mean that because it's kind of sparse on the shelves in the stores that you can't find what it is that you need. Um, you might, okay, Cookie might visit us. That's my cat. Okay, so some of the things that you're going to have to probably do is you're going to find yourself maybe even having to go to several stores to get what it is that you want. That you go to several stores to get what it is that you want. Yeah, the reason why you got to go to several stores to get what you want, of course, you already know how to shop around. I don't have to tell any of you that. There may not be something at this store, but the other store may have a whole bunch of it. But one of the things you can do is to go online and to look at what your store has, okay, in stock, so that when you're looking for a certain you're looking for certain types of food, you're going to go online and you can look up what your store has in stock, and they have all that information on there. I use Instacart because I get some food delivered sometimes. Maybe once a week I'll get food delivered, but I do still go out to the store while I can. Um, I want you to remember, the noise that you hear back there is my cat. I apologize. The thing that you need to remember is that we're coming up to election time. I think things possibly are already crazy as they are. Things are not possibly. Things are crazy as they are, but we don't know what time is going to bring to us. And the news, the mainstream media is speaking about having the vaccine out as early as November the 1st. Now, from February or April, February, March, and April, all the way to November, there's no earthly way that they can have a vaccine on a virus. Okay, they can have a vaccine on a virus that fast. It just is impossible. That doesn't make any kind of sense. But yet these people are saying that they're going to roll out a vaccine on November the 1st. I want you to be ready before that. Before that, okay, if you can, do what you can with what you have. Try to remember you're not going to get everything all at once, because you don't have, no one has there's very few people out here that are listening here that have a budget for that. Very few people that have a budget for that. I don't have a budget for that. So I mean, every time I go to the store, I collect 5, 6 cans of beans, or I collect 5 or 6 cans of vegetables. Look, you have to plan your trips wisely. Pick up what you're going to, your pantry is going to consist of things that you normally would eat. Okay, so like if you have cereal every morning, you're going to pick up cereal. If you want something that's going to last you for 6 months to a year, okay, you're going to pick up what it is that your family is going to eat. So also some of the things that are going to be good for you to pick up are going to be things like oatmeal. And we're talking about, you can buy the packets of oatmeal that are already pre-packed, and individual packets, and stuff that you can just put some hot water on, put it in a bowl, and eat it. I'm talking about, you know, your oatmeal packets like this that come already flavored for you, and we're talking about those kinds of things. You're also looking at getting, other foods that your family might like. We're talking about getting some peanut butter. Okay, peanut butter is good because it lasts a long time. It's very filling. Most kids like peanut butter. If you have peanut butter allergies, of course, you already know not to pick up peanut butter or anything like that. But I don't know if your family has any nut allergies at all. But there are other alternatives other than peanut butter out there that you might want to look at. There's sunflower butter. Sunflowers are seed, but not a nut. Sunflowers are seeds. So you might be able to eat sunflower butter. So you might want to pick that up if you have a peanut allergy, and ask your doctor about that as well, to make sure that you're not stepping into territory that is going to be dangerous. There are other things to get to, like some of us, maybe you get the packets of instant chocolate, that you just add hot water to, for your kids. We're not talking about, at the moment, when I'm not talking about a long-term pantry, okay? I'm talking about short-term pantry right now. Anything from 3 months all the way to 6 months, and up to possibly a year if you can. Now, I know that there are some of you living in smaller places. You're not going to be able to have as much food possibly as a lot of other people might. You want to make sure that you have a way to store your place to store your food. If you have a closet, part of your floor can be how do you say, your storage place. You can pick up the fabric grocery bags, and you can stack your cans in those. And if you have any cardboard around your home, you try to level it out as much as you can, place a cardboard on top of that, and then once your bag is full, and then you can start stacking another cloth grocery bag. Okay, let me show you sort of what I mean. I have um I have this bag here. This is from TJ Maxx. It's pretty big, as you can see. It is, I'm coming to the other side. It's a large bag. This is from Home Goods. This bag here, that's the bottom, and that's the top. And it opens pretty wide. This bag here was 99 cents, okay? And what I plan to do is take this bag, put this bag here. This is brand new. It still has a tag on it. I bought this some time ago, not knowing exactly what it was I was going to use it for, but apparently it's a good time to use it. So what I'm going to do is take this bag and I am going to fill it with cans and boxes. Okay, I'm going to level it out, and once I get that bag full, I am going to take something to level off the top of that. I'm going to take a piece of styrofoam that I have from some packaging. You can see it's just a piece of styrofoam. I ordered a food dehydrator, and I have that food dehydrator, and I kept the styrofoam. I kept the packaging. The thing is that I'm going to take that. Once that is filled, I'm going to stack that on top of the bag, and then I'm going to fill another a bag that I have that is just like that. Now, that can store a number of cans of food, so that in boxes, so that it will stay in my the back of my closet. The other thing that I plan to do is get myself a marker. Okay, this is just a regular marker. You can get a Sharpie or whatever kind of black marker that you have, and have your kids help you do this if you have children, or you're going to take the time to do this. You will write on your cans and your packages your expiration. Well, it's not actually an expiration date. Let me explain. It's not an expiration date. It's a best buy date. Okay. What it means is that the food that's in the cans are going to last you for a long time, longer than the date that's stated on the can. However, it is called a best buy date because that date will be the flavor is going to be at its best when you buy it. Now, some people say it won't lose nutritional value. Some people say it might lose nutritional value. But we're talking about a short-term pantry right now. We're talking about 6 months, up to from 3 months to 6 months to a year. Okay. I also want you to remember that I said boxes. So when I'm talking about boxes, what do I mean? You know what comes in as boxed food already. On your regular grocery shopping trips, you have pancake mix. Okay, you have macaroni and cheese. I have this particular brand here. I don't know if I should cover it or not, but it's too late now. But I have macaroni and cheese, and I love that macaroni and cheese. It's organic, and it's not extremely expensive, but there are less expensive brands out there. You probably might be able to get because I don't buy anything that's as much as I can that's not organic, you probably will be able to find that um, maybe 50 cents each, and you can pick up maybe a number of those while you're out shopping. If they're 50 cents each, you can pick up like 6 boxes, $3, you know? So you're gonna have to take that into consideration. I've been collecting a number of these boxes for a period of time. So I have a number of boxes that I can get. I also invested in a vacuum sealer. Okay. The vacuum sealer is something that I'm going to use to vacuum my dry beans. And I want to talk to you in another video about dry beans. Right now, I wanted to get you started. What you need to do, flat out, is make a list of canned beans. They have black beans, there are pinto beans, there are garbanzo beans, or chickpeas, as you call them. There are kidney beans, and I would like if you would probably get those because they're about the same price. Get the organic ones if you can. If it's in your store, get organic. You can get cans of corn, but make sure your corn is non-GMO or organic. I would get organic corn if I were you. Also, you could pick up cans of vegetables. Okay. You can pick up, and I would try my best to get organic vegetables if I were you. I buy organic as much as possible, but if you can't, don't worry about it. We have the Most High to take care of us. He is going to watch over us, and He will help us when we do what we can. Also, don't forget your they have collard greens in cans. Just make sure that the cans that you buy don't have pork or any kind of meat product in it. It's not going to be good. Also you can pick up your. We're going to talk about also picking up jars of tomato sauce. Jars of tomato sauce last a pretty long time, because there's no metal in between it. When you jar something, it lasts a good long time. And plus the fact that it's vacuum sealed at the factory means that you're going to be able to keep those jars around. And especially any tomato product, you can't keep those in cans for a very long time because its acidity will start to eat through to bring some of the whatever the can is made out of into the product. That's what I've heard, so you research that yourself. The other thing is we're talking about boxes of cereal, because if your family eats regular cereal, cold cereal, dry milk, if your family eats cereal, start getting them used to the taste of dry milk now, so that little by little, so that they won't have to, your kids won't go, oh, how come I can't have milk, and stuff like that. You're gonna have to sit your family down and explain to them the situation, what is going on. These are foods that we will not touch. And it's going to be a little bit important to have a little bit of comfort food in your home too. I'll talk about that in another video. Thank you for joining me. Subscribe, hit the like button, and come back for the next installment. Thank you. May Yahuwah bless you.